Okay, so I'm starting the recording. So let me just track back for the benefit of those who are not here. Okay, so we are talking about conditional statements and vectorized operations in R, right? Up to now, we haven't done so. But remember in your assignment on the BMI, you were to do that. If this is satisfied, we classify you as this. Otherwise, that and so forth. Okay, so we have if else also can be combined, or some we can use if else. There are also switch, while, and then repeat. Okay, so while will be you do certain things until a condition is what is satisfied before you get out of the loop. We can repeat until also a condition is what not satisfied, and so forth. So there are so many of them that we can do, but in this case we are only doing if else to help us in the assignment that you submitted. Okay, now but we've also talked about the grammar of graphics and also grammar of data wrangling. So in this case, it's about data wrangling. So we will also go to the DPLYR package and use one we call case when, okay, for complex conditional logic. Okay, so we have to also be able to differentiate between scalar and vectorized operations, okay, and also to apply vectorized functions for what? Efficient data processing. Sometimes if you don't vectorize it, you can actually be getting an error when you do such conditional stuffs. Okay, and also you have to understand what logical operators and conditional executions. Okay, so we said that in some of the application of this are data validation and cleaning. Okay, so you can use such statements to do data validation and cleaning. You can also use it for business rule implementation and so forth. All right. Then customer segmentation, quality control. So, for example, if you are at a factory where you classify objects as either good or bad, okay, you can use such. You check maybe if a dimension or the weight is not up to this part, it has not been filled up to this part, you discard it, something like that. So that are conditions. Okay. So the first one we look at is the if-else statement. Now, how is this done? Well, what we are saying is that if I look at it, so we have if, okay, we can have if, only if, which means if a condition is satisfied, do this, and then you get out of it. If so, I can have this let's say I only let's say you are selling alcohol, right? You only serve the person if the person is 18 years old in most parts of the world, right? You will not allow a minor to come and buy alcohol. So if that is the case, I can just write a condition in, let's say, the POS, that if I take your ID and that condition is satisfied, sell. Okay, so this is a simple example. What is the condition? The condition will be that age should be what? Greater than or equal to, let's say, 18, or greater than 18 for you to be what? Be saved. Okay, so that's what we mean by condition. In this case, it's just one condition. So if this condition is satisfied, sell. I may not worry myself with the other one, not sell, because I won't get money at the shop anyway, because even if you've taken it, you have to return it back to the shop. So that's when you have only the if condition. Okay, so if age is a variable, I can actually write this, okay, in this form, that if, let's say, age is greater than, in R, it would have been what? Age is greater than or what? Equal to 18. Okay, so this is parenthesis. Okay, I can just write cat. Maybe I have to do this in R for you to see. So let me go back. Be that we can. I'll just open it in evening. Okay. Um,
Ali, put on part Bigu. Ali, he said, can you record it so that we get the video later?
yes, I have. Okay. So what I'm saying is that for the if statement, oh, if statement. So what do we do this? So I can write a function, cell. So I call this, let's say this is in my POS, and I call it cell funds. So it will be a function that take the age of, so maybe you swipe the ID card, maybe a Ghana card, and the POS will record your age, right? Okay. Now, so in this function, I call if age is greater than or equal to 18, what will I do? I will write cat. Cat means write whatever is in there, right? Okay. Sell alcoholic product. Here we are all adults, so I can use this example. Okay. So this is just a simple function that uses what? That uses the cat function. Okay. So let's do this. Somebody goes and the person is 20. What do you see on the screen? What do you see on the console?
Sell alcohol products.
Sell
Yes.
alcoholic products.
Good.
Sell
Okay.
alcoholic products.
Okay. Now, yeah, so you can use, if this is just a simple thing, if I want, I can also put in one which says that do not sell. Do you get it? But if I don't want to worry myself, I only want sell, or if it doesn't come, nothing comes. So in this case, if a minor of 10 years old comes and nothing shows up, do you get it? So if nothing shows up, it means the alcohol product cannot be sold. So that's how if the only if can be done. So if statements can be done. Please, is everybody okay with this?
Sir, I am okay.
Good. All right. Now,
Yes, sir, I'm okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
the next thing is that we can also have. I can also use what we call if else. If we have two conditions, right? You either sell or not, right? So this one is, so I can use the if else. Now, how does that one work? So if else, then you see it says what? Test yes or no. So you test is the condition, yes is what should show, and then no is what, if it is rejected, it should come. So it means it must have two different conditions. So what do you do? Well, it's the same thing here. The test is what? Age. So if we want to do it, yes, age greater than this, and then if that is the case, what do? You have to write, I think this one we don't even need to write cat. All we have to do is to bring this. Then if it is no, what do we have to write? do not sell. Is everybody okay with this? So there we go. Now in this case, you can only run it if age is assigned a variable. Okay, I don't have age in my working environment now. I just finished with my other class, so I still have some. I should have saved this before. Just a moment. I need to save. Otherwise, I won't have. So save. Okay. And I need to restart from your BDAT. Evening. Okay, so a moment, it'll come back and then. Okay, now let's see. So I get back. So let's get to the last. Okay, so what I'm saying is that age here, we have to give it a value, otherwise it won't work. So I just wanted to do this so that you, but let's see, we don't have age here. So let's see what will happen. So you see object age not found. I mean, up to now, we should be able to easily detect what when we get a 0, right? It means age is not found. But if I put in now age is 35, okay?
Hello, bro.
Yes. Okay, you are not seeing. Okay. Sorry. Because I closed it, I thought I had. Okay, good. Okay, can you see now?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so let me remove age and then we do the same exercise again. So age. So at first, what I did was that there was no age in my in my working environment, right? So I do this, I run this, and it tells me object age not found. We all understand that it means age is not an object in R. Is that okay? Please, is everybody okay with that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes,
what
sir.
I mean is that if you want to use this if else statement, the variable must have been defined, or the object. Okay. Now, so let's see. The next one, and if age is now defined as 35 or assigned 35, and I run this, remember age, this will come as well true, right? So if it is true, what happens is the yes part that will be displayed. So sell alcoholic product. So let's do that. Okay. Now if we assign age as 15, okay, and then we rerun this code, what do you think should happen? The no part will be displayed. Do not sell alcoholic product. So that's how the if else statement is used. Now, if you have more than if, so there's if else together and if else separate, if else statement like this. So this one, we use it when we have more than two, it can be at least two options, right? At least two options. So the same thing, this same statement, I can also write it as this: if age is greater than or equal to 18, okay, then I can then write, I can go back here and say cell. I can either write it, okay, so cat cell alcohol, right? This one, if you want to do it this day, then there will be else. Okay, else means that condition was not satisfied. If that condition is not satisfied, what do we have to write? Do not sell, right? Do not sell alcoholic product. So we can do the same thing. Do not sell. Remember, age was 15. So I do age 15, I run this. Do not sell alcohol. If age is 35, I run this. Do not sell alcohol. To make this easier, you see, so I can put this in a function as well to make it quite, that one, I can just pass in the age. Is that okay? So you can put it in a function form. If it is in a function form, then let's say, what was the name of the function? I think it was cell, right?
Yeah, cell underscore
It's
fun.
cell underscore fun, right? So if I name it the same, I'm going to say, and then I call age, right? And then I will put this over here in it. Of course, all the other ones can be done that way. Is that okay? So, okay. So I can run this, and then I now, instead of what we were doing, now call self, and then I put in 35. That product comes. The next one, maybe 10. Do not sell alcohol. So that's the way this happens. Okay. Now, what we can also do is that, well, if there is let's say the government says that all people over 70, due to health conditions, we should not sell alcohol to them. Then it means that maybe we can use three. No, I have to let it be three categories. So if you are a minor, you cannot buy drink at all. So if you are, let's say, between 18 to 69, you can buy alcohol. If you are over 70, you can buy, but you cannot buy alcoholic beverages, right? We can do something like that, just to know that the if-else can be extended. Okay, now, so that I call it new cell. Okay, so I'm going to write a function again, which takes age, right? Then I bring this. It's almost similar to this. The only difference is that in between, we are not going to use only else. We use else if. Okay, so I'll start over here by saying if age is less than 18, what happens? Do not sell at all. Maybe that's how I want to couch it. So do not sell. Do not sell any product.
Sir, please, can I see the first code? Um, I couldn't take it.
So the first one is that do not sell any product. Okay. Then instead of if, else, if age is greater, less than. So in this case, I'm going to change this one to less than, I can do less than 70, okay, which if it's less than 70. Now, it means that if you are 20, it will move you to the next level. It starts with this, and then it comes here, sell alcoholic product. Then the last one, sell only, else, sell only, non-alcoholic product. So that ends it. So this is when we have 3. Okay. So that's it. The last one is else. In between, you have else if. Okay. So now, let's see. If we put in 35, what do you think will be the result? Sell alcoholic product. So you see, the first one, it will not be satisfied. So you move on to the next one, else if, and it is less than 70, so it does that. Else, that one. So if I do new cell, and I put, let's say, 75, it's going to tell me sell only alcoholic product, and so forth. Okay. So that's how this conditional statement works. Okay. So if you look at the example in the slide that I gave you, that's the way it is being arranged. So from this you can now go and modify. Okay, you can modify. I'm going to put this on your platform so that you can run it if you recording. Sorry. Yes. How would you do that? Hey, unless I call names. I put in a vector, so how would you do that?
So you put a C.
Good.
Bracket.
Good. What did you get? What was your answer? What was your answer?
So say I haven't done it actually, but
Well, just sell fun and then just put in, as you
okay.
said. You got what?
I'm coming.
Who else? Who has done it?
Um,
Hello, bro.
Yes.
I use the new cell,
Yes.
and I pass in the it says that the condition has length greater than 1.
Good.
I don't know. Uh,
Okay. So do we
the
do you
condition.
get it now? It can only take a vector. Okay. Put the same thing in the if else statement. So now your age is 35 and 10, and use the if else statement. And let's see. Do you get it now? So what you describe in this one now come and say age is assigned what? 35 and what? And 10. And then you use the if else, you run the if else statement. You now run the if else statement. what was the outcome? Yes. Oh, you are not done.
Prof, I'm getting the same.
I said use the if else together, not if then else. This one is if else together, the one together.
Okay.
So,
Please, is the vector going into the function?
no, you just
Are we
define it outside or it can go in, but define that.
okay?
Say age is assigned the vector 35 and 10, which means age is assigned C 35, comma 10, right?
35 is
Good. And then now you run your if else statement, age greater than, what happened?
Yes, sir. Prof, that's what I ran. Oh,
And what?
age greater than equal to 18. That's that function.
And you got
That
what?
condition. When I run it, I'm getting the same.
No.
Okay, it says sell alcoholic product.
Uh-huh.
Let me check again. So just a minute.
I got it.
This
Prof,
is
you said
the,
age is what? 35 and 10.
yes, the same thing we are doing. So all what I said
I got
was this. The first one, you use cell phone like this, or let me say age is assigned. Sorry, I will, if I don't come down here, I will distort this one, right?
Yes, sir.
And then
Yes, sir.
let's say, let me bring this one here so it makes life easier. This one, what will happen? You get an error. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you
Yes,
get
sir.
it rightly so. Now, if I come here and I run this is what I say you should run. Not this. If else. This one.
Okay.
Okay. What happened? You get your results. So this is what the slide is saying, that the if else runs vectorized operations, but if then else, that does not. So that's how the slide.
Oh, okay. I was using the if and the else.
That's what
Okay, I
I
didn't
kept
get it.
repeating, but that this is the if else together.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I can stop sharing here. So we go to our slides. Okay, so we are almost done with it. Okay, so as I said, it's faster, it's readable and clean, and built-in optimization handles NS values better, and so forth. Okay, so We can also put some together. I just want you, now that you understand, you can, when you run this, you understand what the results are and be able to do nested. But it becomes hard to read and other things. So now we go to our DPLYR. So we want to introduce a case when. So now you realize that in the BMI you could use if statement to do it. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if else. So if your BMI is less than 18, maybe classification is assigned underweight. Else, if it is less than 25, is it 25 or 24 point something? Then
Yes.
normal weight, like that. So you can go on and on. So the last one you say what? Else. Okay. Now they can be very, if you have so many options, it becomes messy, right? If else or if so and so. So the DPLYR introduces the function called what? Case when. Okay. Now what does this do? Well, what we did over here is about purchase. So if else the purchase amount is greater than 1,000, I think I got some of these things. Okay, no, they are together. If else the purchase amount is greater than 1,000, if else the purchase amount is greater than 500 gold. If else it is greater than this silver. I think this one should have been platinum also. Yeah, yeah. And then if else is greater than 50 browns, else new, right? Okay. Now what happens is that this, if we were to continue, it will be messy, because if you don't close this correctly, the parentheses, if you don't count them well, you'll get an error, and it means you need to work within each parenthesis as you move on. Okay, so there's case when. So that same thing, we could have done it this way. Case when purchase amount is greater than 1,000, we assign platinum. So I left out this. So please, when you get it, it means, so this place should have been platinum. Okay, so
Platinum is there. Is there?
Is
Sure.
there?
Is there? Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it's down there. Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't see where it went to. Yeah, you can't really see. So platinum.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So it's okay if you do it then. So you see platinum. Then if otherwise, if it is greater than 500 gold, purchase greater than silver, bronze, true is new. So this is standard. This will always be standard over there. So that's the else part of this case when. Okay. And that's that. So the same thing you did for your BMI, you can use the case when to do it quite easily. Okay. And this is tilde. So tilde, you see it on your top left of your keyboard, then one below the escape key. That's what you see over there. So this is how it looks at it. So conditional, then tilde value. Conditional to tilde value 2. True is the default. So that's the syntax of the case when. Okay, and so receipt processing. So process receipt advance, function, amount, locations, customer types, day of the week, tax rate, case when locations equal to University of Ghana 0.03 3. Locations, airports, 0.08. Days of the week, Saturday, Sunday, 0.06. True, 0.05. So then we can now calculate discount. Discount case when customer type is student and your amount is less than 100, 0.1. So you can move on and it becomes an interactive thing. So some of these things we can do it and put it in, let's say, at the background of a payment receipt. And this is what goes on there. So I just want you to copy, paste, make sure that you get all of them correctly. Run them and you can play around it to see how this work. Is everybody okay? So that's
Very well, sir.
yeah.
Yes, please.
The conditional statements are done in R. So please do so, and then we go on. So I just want to use some few minutes to walk you through. I'll leave it to you to do it. I think we meet on Thursday, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
Thursday
Yes, sir.
we
We
will
meet
go
online.
around it. So they call it. I have updated the slides. Okay. So take your time, go through the SPAC. And we will come back to this next semester where we will be doing serious stuff with it. So please, it's in your own interest to understand what we are doing now. And of course, I will expect that you do some computations in your data, and I'll also quiz you on some of these things. How do you install and the challenges in it and so forth. So this part, the first part is about the installation. How do you install SPAC and then be able to connect to the R and do it, okay? So it like this, the introduction to Apache SPAC, installing SPAC and SPAC basic operations. I just gave one example, okay? So remember that at the beginning of this course, I talked about the 5 V's, okay, of data that we want to deal with. Now, what happens is that we will not be able to handle large data sets in R because sometimes the memory cannot be able to hold them. So what we do is that we can distribute it either locally or externally, right, to do so that R will just focus on the computations while the part where you have to store data is taken out of sort of the R environment to help it contain such large data sets. Okay, so if you look at the analytics engine, Apache SPAC, okay, it's an analytic engine, right? It's open source distributed computing system, and that's designed for large scale data processing. So key features are that memory computing 100 times faster than Hadoop. Hadoop is a standard, but it's paid for and all those things. And it's not easy to I mean, you have to learn the language on its own. It also can be integrated with R quite easily as well. But SPAC is quite advanced in what to do and quite easy to use as well as a beginner. Okay, but its key features are that it's 100 times faster than Hadoop. It can do fault tolerance like automatic recovery, scalability. You can do petabyte scale processing. It has a unified engine for batch, streaming, machine learning, and also SQL. Okay. So SPAC components, it have the SPAC core, it has SPAC SQL, it has ML lab for machine learning. We are not doing all this until next semester that once you've been introduced to some of these things theoretically, then we can start doing some of them within R. And then Spark Streaming and then Graph X. Okay, so all these are components that you can use. So performance comparisons, if we are doing logistic regression, Hadoop 110 seconds, Spark can use 0.8 seconds to do the same job. PageRank 180 seconds, this is 4x. Okay. Now its architecture is like this. So you have a driver, a cluster manager, okay, you have worker executioner. So you can spread it within clusters and then it will be what done. Okay, I'll talk about this on Saturday, so I just want you just to go through it, but the main thing is to start with the installation. So first of all, you have to, this we know how to do that already and how to load, right? Over here, it's quite big. I think over almost 250. So you have to get a stable internet. Otherwise, it breaks and it makes it not easy to install. Okay, so just try if it doesn't work. But there are problems. I have to search to get all this. Go through it. You can download it. If you click on this, it will lead you to. So I should have clicked it to send me to another page so that I have this open in a new tab. So you have to get stable internet to do this. Okay, then you save it. If you remember, we did, you see, it's now downloading. So if you do so, it will download, okay, and then you can have access to it. Okay, then you save it in your downloads folder. You use spark.tar _tar so that you can do it. We did this in R previously, and then you can now use this to what? To load it. Okay, Spark installation. Once you are done with it, you now have to come and check whether your Java, the installation of Java, if you run what is here and it works, you can jump over here and see if it works, then fair enough. But if it doesn't work, you need to come back to this and follow these steps that I have done. You have to make sure that Java is installed and then Java home is set correctly in your system environment. It's a bit tricky, but if you use this, you'll be able to do it. So you download and install Java. I've given this over there. So if you do control and you type this, it will send you to Java, but you need to create an account in Java to be able to do so. So you check to see if Java is installed properly when you go to C. Okay, so this one, I need to do this again. Sometimes, yeah. So actually it's C like this. So please, if you go to your program files, C program files, and then Java, you can check whether it is installed. Okay, and to make sure that Java is installed properly, you can do system, this, you copy and you paste, but it means you must have downloaded this and installed, as I have said, and then you get the JDK 17. That's what the Spark now uses. Okay, if that is installed properly, you can run this and then the connections will be done and so forth. So just try and get all the downloads done, and let's see. If you are facing problems, you can put it on the our page, and I will be going through it to check. So just try, let's see how it is done and so forth. So we want to be able to get to the stage where we can do some computations in the in Spark and okay. So if there are any questions, I'll always end here, and then on Thursday we can come back and do some more. Yeah. Okay. So let me leave you for now, and have a good evening. Yes.
One last thing is that Usually when you send us the video,
Yes.
it will help us when we are going, like when we are working in inflation channel, we can go back and watch the video.
Okay,
But
so
if we don't get
let
the
me do
video,
it now. Okay.
because in the past videos we didn't get it.
You did not.
So
Sometimes
sometimes
have you checked the ones that I posted over there? You've checked it.
yes, yes.
Okay, I'll search through and get.